All right, then. Okay. I actually completely forgot that this was dropping today, along with, like, I think the next album of, like, Epic the Musical, which I've been meaning to get around to, and Dragon Age the Veilguard dropped today as well. It seems like today, Halloween, is just the day for things to drop. Many things. Most of which I don't have time to even fucking get into, so... Oh, Blasphemous 2 DLC is dropping as well. Cool, great, fantastic. I need to turn off those Discord notifications, come to think of it. Give me just a second. Where the hell's the streamer mode setting? There. Boop. So you guys can't butt in where you're not supposed to go. And now, let's see what VivziePop has in store for us. Before we go, like, it's called GHOSTF KERS. As far as I could make out, it was primarily written by Brandon, right? So, given that the last one was like this deep, emotional, romantic, fucking mutual heartbreak thing about, like, these two people, like, realizing how badly they hurt each other and how bad they are for each other, and Blitz being, like, emotionally traumatized, are we gonna do the emotional whiplash thing where it's like, oh, this one's just all fucking dick jokes and piss and tits? Is that where we're going? Is that what's happening here? I see my chat, maybe not so much, but I guess I'm about to find out.
Howdy, mister. Bad morning.
What's she doing at the Verosica? Oh, right. They have the thing up across the hall.
Shit, it's morning.
Yeah. Have you been here all night? And what are you doing?
Blitz bought 200 taxidermy owls, then said I couldn't go home until I burned all of them.
Well, that's a wonderful kind of pettiness.
Hey, I got an order here for 100
Of course it's him. Of course it's him. Of course it's him.
more wacky owls.
Fuck.
Hey, I haven't seen you guys in a while. Do you want to hang out?
Okay, like that's kind of funny. Like they were almost pretending like they were going to give him more of a personality. It's like, nope, he's not. You're not going to be a supporting character. Slam the door.
Okay, that answers that. I see.
Blitz is still sulking. It's been over a month. And where is Moxie? He didn't come home last night. Honey? You okay?
I'm stuck in a bad nightmare.
Oh, I should turn off the audio scrubbing. I wish there was an easier way to do that, Adobe. If you could put that into Premiere Pro. Not that it matters. I'm gonna fucking learn DaVinci Resolve, and then I'm gonna get the fuck away from Premiere Pro forever. But you know.
Nightmare.
Let me just have a look at. They're playing with his anatomy there a little bit. You see what That's very. That's funny. Okay, so. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense the way that he's twisting his, but it doesn't matter. I just noticed that, like, they're playing with some elasticity and, like, a little bit of shadow illusion effect to kind of make that pose work. Oh, that's cute.
In a bad nightmare. The numbers. I can't make them add up.
Let's see. Plates, pension, urgent, past due. No, okay, nothing here seems to be particularly interesting. Audit, cool. Why do they have audits? Oh, right, because it's hell.
We're fucked.
Come on, baby. It can't be that bad.
He trained.
Oh, I love me a good smear. It's the lovely thing about smears, right? Like, this is 3 frames. It's 1 frame, 2 frames, 3 frames. And yet, a good smear
Bad.
makes it look smooth. Even though it's so jagged, technically. I love a good smear.
He drained our pension and used it to buy these.
Yeah, he would. Hey, are you guys not immortal? No, wait, I guess you do age. Why would you need pensions? Why would Hell have pensions?
Damn, I've never seen him in such bad shape.
Bad? This isn't bad. This is just a financial apocalypse!
I usually just give him space to work his shit out, but you think I should talk to him?
We're gonna get audited. We're gonna be evicted. We're going bankrupt. Our lives are over, Billy. All my hard work gone in a flash. Oh, I should have been a theater critic. I have objectively correct opinions.
I know, Moxie. I've been there, buddy. Like, honestly, like, if you need some tips to start a YouTube channel, get in touch. Like, I can set you up with the basics. Really, you just have to be loud and opinionated and ignore everything your comments ever say to you, ever. And if you do that for long enough, eventually you get a HelloFresh sponsorship, and then you're kind of set.
We're gonna default.
Luna, I need my piss bucket now!
It's his fault.
Criers, of course.
Oh, okay. I am getting a real sexy energy from this room. Oh, there is definitely a fuckable spirit here.
Yeah, get that spooky ghoul cock, bitch!
Blitz?
Go away!
I'm coming in.
Read the chains!
Blitz, what?
I like that visual gag so much. I like that visual gag so much that he's put the chains over the door, but he hasn't locked the door. That is so good. I like that so much because this is such a fucking Looney Tunes thing, right? Like with all the fucking chains and boards and everything over the door, like it's sort of like, and he just hasn't locked the door. That's really good. Because I love it when they play with that. We've all seen this, right? We've all seen the fucking Tex Avery cartoon where they do that to the door to sort of shut it closed, and then like it's usually in a Droopy cartoon, right? Like with the bad guy, he'll like lock the door and like hammer shit all over the goddamn thing and like bank vault and all that, and then Droopy like just appears from behind him, just circumventing the door. This is a nice little twist on that, where it's just like, no, he put the chains over the door, but it doesn't matter because the door isn't locked and the chains don't do anything to stop it from being opened. That's I do appreciate a good little play with cartoon logic like that. I really do. That's quite good. There's fan art of this lady already. Looks like a soft. Like you could do that as a Halloween cosplay, pretty easy, right? Like as a character design, this is like, oh, like this feels designed specifically to bait the cosplayers. To me, this feels very cosplay bait because like it's simple, right? Like it's just a couple of like some leggings with some bloodstains, some handprints on your tits on like a purple dress. And like a fedora with a thing on it. Fairly easy.
Real sex.
It also feels like something about this feels specific enough to be a reference to something. Like something about this feels specific enough that it's like this is a fan character or a reference to something in the community that I just don't know about. Something about it feels specific enough to be that. I don't know if it is. It's just it feels specific in a way that incidental background character designs usually aren't.
The energy from this room. Oh, there is definitely a fuckable spirit here.
Yeah, get that spooky ghoul cock, bitch!
Blitz?
Go away!
I'm coming in.
Read the chains!
That's still such a like what a great little tiny visual gag. I appreciate that.
Blitz, what are you doing?
God, this is like when you catch yourself, like your phone goes black for a second and you catch yourself in the reflection.
You've been in here watching this earth trash forever.
I'm coping!
Yeah.
No, you're not.
well,
No, you're not. This is not what coping looks like, Blitz. This is what not coping looks like.
You've coped away every dollar we had.
Those plates are collectibles, Millie. I'm gonna sell them next year for 3 times as much, and then I'll have something to show for it when the things I care about vanish.
Just so as we are all clear, this is not coping, right? Like, it's like isolating yourself, eating a lot of junk food, and like losing yourself in media. That's not coping. That's not coping at all. That's not what coping looks like. Coping is like finding some way to be functional while you're going through some shit. This is not that.
Okay. You know, my mama always said the best way to deal with being sad is the sweat and blood of hard work. Washes the tears right off.
I don't need any of your folksy dokesy fucking country wisdom, Millie. I need to watch the ghost fuckers get dicked down by a disembodied spirit and eat my feelings till I die from a heart attack or diabetes, whichever pops my heart open first.
Another good Blitz face. They really do play around a lot with the way that his eyes are constructed, right? Where most of the time the eyes are like these flat features that are mostly just painted onto his face. But then whenever they want to go a little wild, like all of a sudden they pop out. All of a sudden these are like lizard eyes on the sides of his head, right? Just in order to accentuate like a particular feeling or vibe they want to have with him. I really do like that. I quite like that. And this is something we talked about before, like Blitz's character design kind of necessitates that you fuck around and play in the space between 2D and 3D in order to even make it work from like most of, because again, all the way back in the pilot, right, he was very much designed from the visual perspective of like Flash cartoons, right? And Flash cartoons, God bless them, didn't really allow for fluid 3D camera movement in the middle of like a cartoon that you were making very easily. Some people like messed around with it, hand animated like 3D camera transitions and did a bunch of stuff with editing, but it was very much a Flash cartoons back in the olden days were very much a format that visually encouraged hyper stylized flatness. Like really encouraged hyper stylized flatness. And Blitz was designed for that. But like the animators who are working on the show, they do a really good job of like swapping and navigating very smoothly between hyper stylized flatness and adding a sense of 3-dimensionality to his weird ass nonsensical proportions that like it's really good. They're really good at it. I'm always quite impressed by how they handle it.
I don't get it, Blitz. All this over a breakup?
It was not a breakup! You need a relationship for one of those, and we never had that.
That's both correct and incorrect, in the sense of Blitz never thought of it as a relationship and never treated it as one, and thus he was never able to enjoy it as one or feel it as one. But it was a relationship, Blitz. I'm sorry. Like, you can... Not one that you necessarily entered into intentionally, but it was. That's why it's hurting you. If it wasn't a relationship, you wouldn't be here eating your feelings, my friend.
And we never will.
Oh, Blitz.
What?
We have a client.
Tell them to fuck off!
Don't! I'll be right there.
You know, my psychic...
I'm so weak for the frog blink. They do it a lot. Like, they really do like the frog blink as like a static character moment.
Psychic told me I'd be going somewhere bad on Wednesday.
Oh my god.
I just thought she meant Baltimore. I didn't think it was hell.
Interesting.
Oh, you're interesting as a character design. You popped... What? You flew in straight from a fucking Craig McCracken cartoon. What the hell? That is an interesting stylized... We were just fucking talking about this. Like, the hyper stylization and flatness. This is straight up a Powerpuff... Like, with thinner line weight, but this is straight out of, like, sort of Craig McCracken Powerpuff Girls. Like, sort of visually, I'm kind of reminded a little bit of... there was a pilot on Cartoon Network, I think it was Cartoon Network, that never went anywhere, but it sort of gained like a cult following in the years after when it was sort of released, which was called, I think, The Modifiers, which had like a sort of 1960s inspired, like very Mary Blair, very shit. What was that designer? There was a designer who did the backgrounds for a bunch of Tom and Jerry cartoons in like the 60s and 70s. I can't remember. But like this specific stylization, in fact, like if you remember my 2D avatar, that little stylization of doing the little loops in the hair, that's something that I kind of copied for my little 2D avatar and like for my icon. That's a really interesting visual, because she seems like she comes from a completely different universe to all the other characters. Not just in terms of, like, her colors are brighter, like she has this pastel thing going on, but the flatness, I don't even know what their pronouns are, but the specific flatness that they're rendered with relative to the others, like there's also some, like there's definitely also some Adventure Time and like some of those later cartoons influence in there, especially in the way they handle the mouth shapes. Like that's very sort of Adventure Time, Steven Universe, modern era cartoon. And the way they, like, and same thing, like, yes, visually there's a lot of, like, sort of Powerpuff Girls and, like, Danny Phantom, like, that very hyper-flat Dexter's Lab stylization. But the way they handle the anatomy on the character, the way they handle the 3D rotations, that's not in that style. Quite. Like, that's much more sort of modern Toon Boom animation vibe. What a fun thing to have to animate with those nails, though. Like, remember how, like, we talked about how Stolas does so much of his acting with his hands, right? This character, I think, is quite interesting. Like, in what do you do with hands when you have those on them?
Out on Wednesday. I just thought she meant Baltimore. I didn't think it was hell.
Interesting. Oh, look, someone whose job it is to listen to you.
I like that little sequence of, like, Millie approaching. I like the object work. I like, because, like, again, how do you make a character look like they are, like, three-dimensionally in a space, even though they are very flat 2D characters? Well, one of the things you can do, that little move there, right? Which doesn't really make sense in terms of physics, right? That she just kind of clips through the table. But the fact, like, Millie is, like, holding a hand on the desk and, like, sliding it up along and, like, physically interacting with the desk as she's moving. That's a really good way to get, like, that three-dimensionality and that depth into it. I had an art teacher a long time ago who, like, I think it was in response to a question from one of us, like, it's like, how do I add depth to my image? And he basically said, well, the way you get depth into an image is you just put shit in front of other shit. Like, something along those lines. He basically just, like, depth in an image is like putting shit in front of other shit, right? And that's something that's very true, especially when you're working with, like, flattened 2D stylized characters like this. Just put stuff in the way. You can see them doing it here, right? Like how Rita here, according to the subtitles, occludes the boxes, which occludes, like, Luna, and then Millie interacting with the... Like, that creates a lot of depth in the frame and prevents it from looking like this flat, undifferentiated stage space, which, again, if you go back and look at the pilot, that's very much what a lot of the interiors and the environments are in that one. That's just a really nice little three-dimensional move to sort of place characters in the blocking. That's really nice. And also, someone just loves animating Luna. Like, the way they navigate her snout is, like, really nice. Like, oh my god. And it's like, really nice character interaction here. The little secondary boing motion. Very good. And, like, Millie's reaction to it. What a lovely move. I'm sorry, I'm just being fascinated by the animation here. What a great way, like, because you have this, like, long downward slope with, like, the downward pointed lip here, and then to sort of give Luna that look, right, we sort of do this, right? We do this little wind up, and then we squash her entire face together in the top half of the skull and set it down like that. Oh, that's a great way to do an expression change. That's lovely. Anyway, let's watch the episode.
Okay, from the top.
Sorry, no, I'm pausing again. I saw a nice move. Like I said, the nails. How do you handle a character whose nails are like 5 miles long like that when you're trying to do like humanoid hand movement? I like this motion, like sliding onto the thing and then like doing that little twirl. Oh, animation mistake spotted. Episode ruined. Haha. Hacks and frauds, the lot of you. No, that's just a thing that happens sometimes. I really like that little twirl. As a gesture that, because it's that thing of like, if you're gonna have a character with a character feature like nails that are that long, I like it when it looks like the animator has thought about how does this character interact with that part of their character design, right? It's not just an accessory that's on them, it's like, this is a part of their body, it's part of how they express themselves. I like that there seems to be some thought going into here, like, how would this character use the nails as a part of her expressiveness? Also, I am suing Helluverse for copying my idea, which I came up with as the first person ever in the world of having a head that's not connected to a body by a neck. That was me. Don't Google Rayman. That was me. It was my idea, and I want royalties.
Okay, from the top. I went for my usual
Again, like that little, she likes to do little twirls and circular motions with the nails. That's very good. It might be cool to add a little bit of smearing or like something to the twirl to like make it even more sort of elaborate, or like offset the fingers so like it's more of a like this. I can actually, this is lovely, by the way. You can't see this in chat Discord because I can't put my fucking 3D avatar into Discord stream because of dumb technical reasons. But on YouTube, you can actually see me demonstrating what I mean by like as she's twirling her hand. If she was like rolling her fingers like that, maybe that would be interesting. Anyway, sorry, I'm just thinking about, this character seems really fun to animate.
For my usual tarot reading last week, and...
No, fast forward to who killed you.
Oh, okay. Yesterday, I was killed by the evil ghost haunting a spooky hotel.
Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but when humans die, they either end up here or up there.
Oh, okay. I don't understand.
God, this reaction is gonna be like 4 hours long just because I see things in the animation that I want to slow down every 2 seconds. Look at Luna, like she's doing the head shake. Look at the way they smear the nose. That's lovely. Like, that's a love because it's a sharp shape that's like in the center of the face, and like the nose, because Luna has a long face with a snout on it, right? The nose needs to move faster in rotation than the rest of her head does. And so putting a little smear on it as she's shaking her head, lovely secondary motion on that as well, by the way. What an elegant little way to do that. Like to add that sense of weight and fluidity to a head shake like that.
No.
Like, look how that affects the way...
No.
How smooth it makes that head shaking motion in full speed.
No.
Oh, that's really good. I also like the settling of the expression. Like, after the shake, no. And then, like, the way the eyebrows and the eyes settle down. And then that leads her into like doing the like moving backwards and then doing the little finger waggle. Oh, that's really good.
No, fast forward to who killed you.
Oh, okay. Yesterday, I was killed by the evil ghost haunting a spooky hotel.
Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but when humans die, they either end up here or up there.
Oh, okay. I don't understand.
She's saying ghosts aren't real, lady.
Ghost, I heard ghost. Where's the ghost I can fuck or hunt?
Blitz, calm down.
Another little thing of like, look at the fucking animation on those chains as the door's falling in. Like, it was a gag, right? It was a gag. He had all those chains over his door. Like, someone spent some fucking time. Chains are a bitch and a half to animate, I tell you what, by the way. Because the, like, these interlinked, constant, repetitive structures that need to be, like, reasonably geometrically consistent from frame to frame in both size and scale in order to really work. Like, it's a thing to have to fucking animate chain links that are doing anything, let alone colliding and collapsing over top of each other in, like, a chaotic way and settling, and it's like, that is, again, it's those little things that, like, when you have animators who are just kind of free to spend however much time they fucking want on a shot, where someone can take the fucking extra... You'd never get this in a like, Has-Been Hotel, maybe season 2, but, like, Has-Been Hotel doesn't have shots like this, because in the context of a production that's like, we have 8 episodes, we have only so much time, we have Amazon's money, it needs to be out, like, on this specific date, or fuck you, you're fired. You don't get little such extra things like that, because, like, in a sort of professional commercial production, this would be one of the things that you would reasonably say, let's cut that, let's not do that, let's not go so extra on something like this with, like, all this fucking debris and, like, the walls being damaged and all of that. Like, you would kind of just have him, like, you'd probably just have Blitz kick down the door and be done with it, right? But instead we get this, like, really fucking complex shot of, like, all these interlocking, overlapping chains clattering to the floor. God damn it, this is so fucking good.
Where's the ghost I can fuck or hunt?
Blitz, calm down. Someone killed this lady, but it wasn't...
Billy! Let me have this.
I was hoping for a smear frame. Oh well.
Let me have this.
Very good.
All right, so tell me what it looked like, starting with the top.
This is already someone's profile picture.
Like, starting with the tautness and tightness. How many abs would you say you witnessed?
Well, at least he's out of his office.
Blitz is into abs? I kind of took him for more of a twink fucker. Oh well.
I don't know if this is a good... I don't know if this is a good idea.
He'll be fine. We'll check the place out, see what passes on Earth for creepy, and Blitz will get all this out of his system. You just need to keep an eye on Moxie. He's a little...
Bankruptcy! Bankruptcy! Bankruptcy!
Did he just tear off his bow tie? Was that what it was? It was the bow tie. Very good.
Upsetty.
I don't take orders from you, Grandma.
Look, I can't keep both of them out of trouble at the same time. I need your help. Please.
Get in, loser. We're going ghost fucking.
Really? Blitz, the Mean Girls reference? It's 2024. Come on.
Bankruptcy! Upsetty.
I don't take orders from you, Grandma.
Nice little face journey on Millie here as well. Like when Luna does the performative teenage rudeness as a 20-something, but you know. And you see that like disbelief. She's about to get pissed. And then she reaches for sincerity instead. because that works on Luna a lot better than getting pissed at her. Because Luna keeps trying to provoke people. That's kind of her thing, right? She keeps trying to provoke people because she's confrontational and standoffish. Because that's emotionally safer for her. And that's not like a sort of a big psychological moment. It's just like, it's natural that Luna would behave that way. And that Millie would have clocked that the thing that probably is more persuasive to her is like, just literally, like, be a little pathetic and be vulnerable and be like, I really need your help, please. Activate the protective instinct in her.
Take orders from
I like that.
Grandma.
Look, I can't keep both of them out of trouble at the same time. I need your help. Please.
Get in, loser. We're going ghost fucking.
Wait, okay, so now the question is, we have the A plot, which is Blitz and Millie going ghost hunting. Fucking, whatever. Does that mean we actually get to have Luna and Moxie have a little moment together? That would be nice. I would like them to develop some kind of an actual relationship beyond just the fucking fat joke. That would be good.
Oh, fine. I'll watch the nerd. But you're the one cleaning off the van.
Thanks, Luna.
Don't get used to it.
Let's keep this hole wide open.
Yeah. Of course. Of course. Do they foreshadow it by literally having... Yeah, there's literally a gravestone right in front of the portal.
Let's keep this hole wide open. We're here. Ah, interesting. Aren't we supposed to be at a haunted hotel?
1-star wonder. Sister hotel of the Has-Been Hotel.
Oh, yeah, this place is gonna be ripe with fuckable spirits. I gotta get a reading.
Blitz, look. I know this is fun and all, but come back to reality.
Oops, there goes gravity.
You do know ghosts aren't real, right?
But they are.
Oh, my fucking Satan. What is that?
You like it?
Like, not me giving Blitz shit for the Mean Girl reference, and here am I with a fucking Eminem reference. Yeah, I'm one to fucking talk.
It's Bethany Ghost Fuckers Ghost Sucker 9000.
Profile picture alert again.
What is that?
You like it? It's Bethany Ghost Fuckers Ghost Sucker 9000. Sure to get you a ghost after a ghost gets you off. Only send me back a couple thousand.
A couple what? You haven't paid me in a month.
Uh-oh, looks like it sucked all the fun out of you. Now hurry up and put this on. Those ghosts aren't gonna...
Profile picture alert. Profile picture alert. Profile picture alert. Oh, profile picture alert. What a, like, again, little tiny visual gag, right? Millie doesn't have a nose, except when it's funny, right? Except when she needs it to do, like, a particularly exaggerated gesture.
Who needs this? Who needs this? Who needs this?
Oh, hey, remember how I said that character looks like she'd be easy to cosplay? Oh my god, okay, yeah. Ugh.
Welcome to the 1-Star Wonder, where it's a wonder we still have that star. How may I help you today?
We are...
That feels so much like a character that, if this was like a network cartoon, like a syndicated cartoon from like the 2000s, that feels a lot like a character who will be voiced by Tim Curry. Yes, Blitz, welcome to the 1-Star Wonder. Feels very much like a Tim Curry kind of character. Also, Curse the Cowardly Dog, yes.
Welcome to the 1-Star Wonder, where it's a wonder we still have that star. How may I help you today?
We are filming a very special episode of my hit show, and we're gonna need access to every room in this dump.
Christ, you Hollywood assholes are pushy little pricks. I can't just give you keys to everybody. Well, snap me.
You already know what I'm gonna say.
Well, snap me in half. You're Bethany Ghostfucker from that one show.
It's called Ghost Fuckers, idiot.
No, but you're getting close. Anyway, I am glad to see you folks. We've been having more disturbances than usual lately.
What kind? Sexy disturbances?
The kind that are killing my guests.
Ooh, nasty. He could also be a Vincent Price character. Vincent Price could definitely also, like, again, assuming it was made at a time when Vincent Price was still alive.
Killing my guests.
Well, there definitely ain't no such thing as ghosts. But we'll get to the bottom of what's killing your guests.
Yeah, except ghosts are real, cameraman.
They're a conspiracy, Bethany.
Then what do I plan on fucking tonight, cameraman? Where's my lube?
Look, real or not, this shit needs to stop.
Then we'll need those keys, cocksucker. Every last one of them, keys and condoms, hand them over.
Oh, I just can't tell you how glad I'll be to be rid of them. Just do me a favor and clean up any fluids left behind. They already...
A little shake of the hand. That's very good.
And clean up any fluids left behind. They already killed my last cleaning lady. Now I'm stuck with this. Poor thing can't even blink.
No promises. Come along, Milton.
Literally doing the fucking Scooby-Doo thing? Okay, fair enough, fine.
Blitz, we have a job to do. Someone killed that lady and it wasn't no phantom. So we should be tracking.
Whoa, Mills, just because you're a hick does not mean you could drop that F-bomb all willy-nilly. They hate that word.
What? What F?
Shut your bigot mouth. I'm getting a reading. I'm getting a reading.
Hold on, there might be someone in there.
Yeah, you bet your ass there's someone in there. A ghost about to get a mouthful of I don't know, something sexual!
Again, like, hyper-stylized 2D? Three-dimensionalize? I like it when Blitz becomes just a mouth. Piranha plant ass.
Something sexual!
Well, he doesn't have lips that are quite as sexy.
Prepare to get sucked off to the astral plane, bitch!
Oh my Dolores!
Damn it, Blitz, they aren't ghosts. These are just shriveled humans. No offense.
Think you're pretty slick, huh? You're looking for a fight? I'll give you a fight!
Let's leave these two.
Okay.
I'll fucking beat the Nazis, and I'll beat you too, bitch!
Look out, Millie, he's a patriot!
Get him, Harold! Get back here, you wet little shit! Get back here!
Okay. I mean, I like his gumption.
To get sucked off to the astral plane, bitch!
Oh my Dolores!
Damn it, Blitz, they aren't ghosts. These are just shriveled humans. No offense.
Think you're pretty slick, huh? You're looking for a fight? I'll give you a fight!
Let's leave these two.
Pretty strong.
I'll fucking beat the Nazis, and
Again, like some nice... I like that little fucking, like, the fisticuffs sway they're doing on him. That's slick. That's nice. Like, that has some personality.
too, bitch!
Look out, Millie, he's a patriot!
Get him, Harold! Get back here!
Am I gonna get demonetized? YouTube has done me for less than this.
Back here, you wet little shit! Get back here! How dare you hurt me? I mean, fuck.
I've got longing and desire. My heart burns with forbidden fire for a spooky kind of love.
Yeah, no, they like the Scooby-Doo reference was very specific, clearly. Again, I'm left to wonder, like, how many of these are like cameos of like cast and crew? Because like these are fully Scooby-Doo shots. And of course, like, also with the fucking doo-wop 60s.
Nobody tries to understand it, but I can feel my soul demanding. A spooky kind of love. And I don't care what they say about me. I don't care.
For fuck's sake, Blitz. Yeah, I was wondering, I was fucking waiting for the Doors gag. I knew they couldn't resist. Like, if they were, I was waiting to be like, I was waiting to see, because if they didn't do it, I was going to be like, there's no fucking way you resisted the door gag. I was going to be impressed.
Wow, nice one, Mills. I think I found the problem, though. The readings were coming from above us, so let's get up there and... ass!
Enough!
What?
I'm done. I don't want to play Ghost Hunter with you, and
it's Ghost Fucker.
I wasn't done. You know, I always love to have fun with you, and I ain't said boo to you moping around like a sad sack for weeks. But we have bills to pay. So look, you can go be pathetic and play sex ghosts if that's what you need to do, but I gotta get this job done.
Fine! Who needs you anyway? Bethany Ghost Fucker works alone!
Predictably that there would be, yes. So now they're splitting up so that each of them can have like independent spooky experiences that come together in the critical moment to like, I get it.
Yeah, needs you anyway. Fucking ghost-denying piece of shit! Fuck is this?
Blood, one assumes? Ooh, nice little camera move. I like that. I'm gonna need... Hang on, I need to up the fucking brightness on my monitor. Yeah, like very nice little, because like again, this is like we're in this specific stylization thing, right? Where we have like this purple vent, but these bright blue lines, sort of indicating the geometry of the thing. And then, of course, having those geometric, very clearly visible lines allows you to do a little camera move like this that like feels wrong and unsettling because the space is moving in an unnatural way. That's very effective.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, Billy! Billy, I need help! I can't hold on, Billy!
I wonder if I'm reading too much into it, but it is also, we saw in Blitz's Mindscape during Truth Seekers that part of his nightmare interior is specifically this thing of being stuck in and like constrained or fucked around by like mud and stuff that impedes his mobility. And there is like, it is a good little shift in like, because we go from goofy ass Scooby-Doo montage, right, to crawling into like the guts of the hotel. The characters have a moment of conflict, paths diverge, and then we change the tone, right? Like then we do like this little slow crawl alone. And then very specifically, like again, it's good direction that like we see Blitz becoming increasingly disempowered, right? Like losing like all of that like sort of demonic mobility he usually has where he can sort of cartoon physics his way out of whatever. Like crawling through this thing, slipping, falling, literally losing his grip, and like becoming literally physically more awkward, right? Less competent in his motion and movement, struggling more and more and more, and then that comes to a head as we get like this twisting, and now it's like moment of peril. And his whole animation is also shifted to support that twist, right? Like to support this shift in tone from we're just having ghost cartoony Scooby-Doo fun to, oh, he actually feels like he's in peril, right? Like because he's visibly struggling, he's visibly worried, he's visibly scared, he's visibly, right? Like it's not the tonal whiplash that the show usually goes for, right? Like usually the show will be like, you killed your mother, dick jokes. Like I know Moxa didn't literally kill his mother, but like that's the image. Like it'll fucking snap between those two modes. I like the subtler, more gradual sort of swoop into, oh, now we're supposed to feel like this is kind of creepy. Actually, that's very good. Which again, like if we're taking this as also a transition into a more psychic, again, this is like, am I reading too much into it? Like, is the fact that we're getting all this like enveloping, constraining goop imagery from Truth Seekers, is that an actual psychological reflection of something that's going on in Blitz, or is it just for this episode? Like, am I not supposed to make that connection? Because if I am, then we also get this like, I need help, I can't hold on. Are like, yes, it's because he's in a situation of peril, but also he needs help and he can't hold on because like he's fucked up and he's sort of he's not coping with the heartbreak kind of thing.
I can't hold on, Billy! Fuck me, the hell is that? Millie!
Right, so clearly this is more... Hang on.
Did you not hear me calling for help? Mel!
Yeah, we are in the brain space. It is intentional. Cool. So we are dealing with little Blitzy getting confronted with his codependency problems. Very good.
Need help, Blitz. Always needing to take from those around you and leave them worse and more broken than you found them. You think you can change? You'll never stop fucking people's lives up. When's the last time you actually loved someone without hurting them?
Ooh. Ooh, very nice. Oh, I like that. That's some good ass.
Last time you actually loved someone without hurting them.
Again, quite good direction. Because we're operating, right, like, again, we have 2D backgrounds, that little thing, having Blitz interact with the background as he's going around the corner, very nice way to establish a three-dimensionality. And then fucking around with space like that is like, that's very clever. Visually, that's really cool. That's a very nice way to do a bit of horror. And then snap out of the costume as we come in here. What is he wearing now, then? Curious to see. Oh. Oh! Oh, dear. Oh, okay. So he... So we have... it... And none of the scars. And the retainer on the teeth. And the heart on the head isn't broken. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, sure. Like, if we were gonna dive into his mind space, that's where a lot of the trauma comes from, right? Like, that's where that thing of, like, everything's my fault, I hurt everyone, I can't help anyone, everyone I love ends up worse off than they were. Certainly that makes sense.
Mom! Mama!
So he's in the circus outfit, that's what it was.
Mama! I was having the worst dream.
This isn't a dream. This is your life. And it always. And it always will be.
I'm sorry to interrupt the dramatic moment, I'm just... That is very nice fire animation. Like, the directionality of it as it's running up the hair. And, like, the billowing of the flames following that specific, like, directional pattern moving inwards. That's very good. Anyway.
Blitz? Blitz! Are you okay? What happened?
No, don't touch me! I destroy everything, everyone! I make everyone's lives worse!
Not mine.
Implication being that he tore it from... Literally tore it from his own neck in the panic attack. This is where I wonder, are we actually gonna get the ghosts are real, it was a ghost doing it? Or is this just Blitz having like a severe PTSD psychotic break episode? I would like it if it stays ambiguous. Like, if they never actually say one way or the other, that it could be either thing. I like that more than getting a definitive answer by the end. I guess we'll see.
Blitz? Blitz! Are you okay? What happened?
No, don't!
That's well observed. As a component of... Like, as a way to show the internal tension especially, also.
What happened?
No, don't touch me! I destroy everything, everyone! I make...
It's a good... Because the point here is Blitz constructs... This is part of why he's so terrible at relationship. He constructs the concept of intimacy with him as like a poison, right? As the touch of death, as a curse, right? Like, as everything I am intimate with, everything I touch, everything I engage with, that become, like, I transfer some sort of death to them, right? Like I transfer harm by being close to people, by having close emotional connections, which is why, right? Like, which is why he sublimates everything so hard down into like that ironic distance, right? Like he does that with Stolas, right? Like after, like during Apology Tour, after they have this really bad emotional episode with one another, he comes back the next day and vulnerable. No, fuck, I'm not vulnerable. I don't have relationships. I don't have them. I'm gonna make jokes about stuff and like pretend I'm not angry, right? Like it's that thing of like, we can't do vulnerability because vulnerability is how I hurt people, right? And now, sort of in the midst of a panic attack, that comes out as this almost sort of animal panic, right? Like, I can't let anyone touch me or this will happen again, right? What happened to my mom will happen to someone else. I will make it happen to someone else, right? What happened to Fizz? What happened to my mother? Like, I will do it to whoever touched, like, so this panicked thing, which again is also, that's why self-isolation, right? Like, that's why the hiding in a room, just trying to eat your feelings and like losing yourself and trying to disappear, essentially. This is something like a component of ADHD sometimes, not always, but sometimes, and certainly in my case, is because we don't have, like, part of what ADHD is you don't have good emotional regulation, right? Like your brain circuitry doesn't have the chemicals it needs in order to properly regulate your feelings, your emotions, and like your nervous system doesn't regulate properly. One of the things that's pretty common in people with ADHD, and certainly something that I did a lot, is we will overcompensate with food. Like we certainly, like, binge eating is a very common thing in people with ADHD because putting a hell of a lot of sugar, like fats, like really like heavy sort of pleasure generating foods into your body will create a sense of calm. It'll create enough dopamine in your brain that you can like calm the fuck down for 2 seconds, right? You can be in your body, you can exist in your body, and you can like, it doesn't feel good necessarily. It's not really pleasurable in that sense, but it gives you that sense of like being overfilled and very tired, and you can calm down for a second and like you can regulate yourself, right? Like you can collect your brain and think for 2 seconds, right? And that's like, and that's a very disordered form of emotional regulation. That's not really how you're supposed to regulate your emotions. And it has that problem, like that a lot of this stuff has, that it becomes less and less effective the more you do it. So you do it more and more and more, and then, you know, eventually you end up with either an eating disorder or a serious weight problem. And this is where ADHD how the fuck did I get there? Right. Blitz isolates himself in his cave, and he like fills himself up with food, like things that cause pleasurable sensations, because that allows him to not be in his body for a bit, right? That allows him to not be in his actual feelings for a bit. You can override them with a huge influx of just calories, or with an influx of porn, or with an influx of like gaming also. Like I have been addicted to video games that I don't enjoy because they just allow, like they have enough of a stimulation loop, or they stimulate my brain enough that they let me not be in my body for a bit, right? Like I can just not be in myself for a while and don't have to deal with the emotional or physical overwhelm of being unable to regulate my feelings and my emotions. And that again can also be very toxic, right? Like I remember in high school I got so addicted to Knights of the Old Republic 1, and I would make a character, I would play until you became a Jedi, choose a class, like sort of half finish a build, and then I'd start over, and then I'd make a character, and then I'd try do a different build, then I'd start over, try and do a different build. I'd optimize and optimize and optimize XP paths and like how to get to the abilities in the build that I want to get, but I never actually finished the game because what my brain wanted was the stimulating loop of like constantly trying to like go through the motions, build the character, explore different relationships. Like just that stimulation allowed me to get out of dealing with how I was feeling. It allowed me to get away from my dysregulated emotions and my anxieties, right? Because I didn't have a better coping mechanism. So that's like when Blitz is like, that's why I said what Blitz is doing at the start of the show. It's not really coping. What he's doing is he's numbing himself, right? Like he's trying, like, I can't cope with my emotions. I can't deal with them. I can't be vulnerable with anyone about them, because if I do that, then I'm going to kill them. I'm going to hurt them, right? Like if my feelings, my intimacy, my trust, my whatever is only a pain to other people, it only causes suffering. I cannot ask other people for help or go to other people for help. So I have to find a way to sublimate it myself, right? Like I have to find a way to deal with my dysregulation myself, which means stuff your face with food, like find some comfort media that numbs your brain for long enough that you don't have to be in your body, and just isolate yourself as much as possible. And another thing that with Blitz especially sort of hits my like I felt a little scene with my ADHD, impulse spending. No, that's ADHD people. We can struggle with that too. The impulse to spend a bunch of money on dumb shit that we don't need and don't really want, because there are items in my office right now that qualify for that one. That's a thing that happens with ADHD. So yeah, like there's some parts of this that that resonate with me. Let's put it that way.
Lives worse.
Not mine. Blitz. Remember how we met?
Which again, that also goes back to the thing I like with the tension, right? Like the grabbing onto his own arms so hard. It's that thing of you have all this dysregulated emotion, you can't deal with it. You can express it physically, but oftentimes that's in ways that are like causing yourself some kind of pain. You can see that happening again here. Again, very, very well observed animation in terms of like a panic attack, right? Like that it's not just that he's hiding, it's this, like he's literally trying to pull himself into himself, like compress all of, like grasp onto all of this fucking shit so hard and hold on to it. And this, like, the hiding of the face, literally trying to disappear, right? Because I can't be in my feelings. I can't exist like this. I can't be like this. I want to not exist right now. Which is not the same as a suicidal impulse. There's a relation. But the thing of, I don't want to exist right now, very common feeling for people who are struggling to emotionally regulate, right? Because it's like, I don't have any way to deal with all of this shit. I just want to not exist for a bit. I want to be not conscious, right? Which is another thing with people, like, again, ADHD thing. Excessive sleeping can be a very maladaptive coping mechanism as well, because sleeping allows you to not be in your body as well, right? Like, so, you know. But yeah, like again, wanting not to exist can definitely develop into suicidal ideation. It can be a part of suicidal ideation. I don't want to say it's not this, like there's no relation at all, just that they're not exactly the same thing. There's overlap, but not quite the same.
Remember how we met?
What?
Backstory! Hello. Anyway.
So, you the bitch that took our hit?
You looking for payback? If so, you came to the wrong fucking bar.
Jarring shift in tone. Okay, cool. Wait, like we're in a fucking 70s action movie now. Cool. I like that character design on Millie. Like the asymmetric jacket. Yeah, like that's a nice little character design. Because like with the wild hair and like the deliberate asymmetry in the thing, like, you get the sense of someone who's less stable, right? Like there's a little bit of that character design thing of like someone who's less even-keeled than Millie usually is. I like that. That's very good.
So, You the bitch that took our hit?
You looking for payback? If so, you came to the wrong fucking bar.
I'm a sucker for good smearing. Very nice detail, this. I like that, the little cowboy, like, with the fucking, what are they called? The hose things they wear. Chaps! This is horny. Like, I know there's not, like, the tits aren't out, and, like, there's no... But that's a horny character design. That's a horny character design for Blitz. Like, they know what they're fucking doing with that. In a way that his regular character design really isn't.
Nice shot! I can see why Moxie was so impressed with you.
Millie doesn't have a nose until she needs it for something funny.
Who's that? Your boss?
He fucking wishes. No, I work for my... For myself, lady.
Bullshit! Who sent you? Who are you working for?
What? You don't believe me?
Imps don't work for themselves, asshole!
Well, this one does, and he's very interested in...
Sonic the Hedgehog. Bum ba dum ba da 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 da. Another. What a lovely little snaking animation right there. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beezel. Well, I won't say it the third time. Lovely use of the tails here as well. Like, Blitz's tail tends to have whatever fucking length they want. Like, that's not a consistent thing at all. Here, it's like twice the length of his fucking body, but it's in service of something, right? Like, it's in service of... It traces the arcs of his motion as he's moving around, right? Like, so it helps... Again, it's that thing about, like, adding that sense of three-dimensionality to the space. Occlude things with other things. Put shit in front of shit, so put the tail in front of itself, have that curl through the space, and then that accentuates, right, that accentuates the motion of what he's doing. And, like, they're doing a really interesting job of, like, using them here to trace Millie and Blitz's motion. Like, here, as he does this little twirl and pushes him into her punch, the way the tail tracks around that little spiral jump he does.
Bullshit! Who sent you? Who are you working for?
What?
Of course she has that. Like, of course she does.
For?
What? You don't believe me?
Imps don't work for themselves, asshole!
Speaking of using the tail to trace, right? Here we get that little sort of figure eight of Blitz's tail that tracks the twirl. Millie's tail tracks the twirl as she's being wheeled around. Very nice.
Well, this one does, and he's very interested in having you join his team.
You think you have anything to offer me?
Yeah, well, whatever you're getting paid now.
I'm between jobs.
Yeah. This.
The circus boy never really went out of him, did it?
This powerhouse? How'd that happen?
Not exactly a shortage of imp assassins in Wrath. Reputation is everything.
And what's your reputation, hmm?
Who the fuck are you?
So, I think I've talked about this before, but a good fight scene is a conversation. Right? A good fight scene isn't just about who physically overpowers the other. It's about, like, it's characters, like, throwing themselves at each other. There's a communication happening, right? That's very much how this is definitely, like, played. Is that like, they open with trying to actually talk, right? That doesn't work with Millie right now, right? There's no talking. So instead there is the fight, right? Like the fight choreography, the violence, which is like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. Fuck off. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. Go away, right? And Blitz, to start with, just resisting, right? Like just kind of letting her work it out, right? Like he's not resisting her. He's not fighting back. He's not doing anything. He's just kind of dodging, getting out of the way, trying not to get hurt. And it's not until, who are you working for, right? Like, imps don't work for themselves, asshole. That's when he resists, right? Like, that's the thing of like, nope, I'm going to push back on that, right? Like, that's, I do work for myself, actually. Right? Demonstrating that he's strong enough to do that. But, like, it's part of the conversation that they're having, right? Like, that, all the other stuff, he's not interested in fighting about that. He's not going to push back on her with any of the other things, but that is like, nope, I work for myself, and I want to have you join my team. And then now it becomes like, you think you have anything to offer me, right? Now it's a test. Now we're testing. Millie is trying to figure out, like, okay, this guy has just given me an offer. Does he have anything to have that in? Right? Show me you can fight back. Show me you can fight back. Show me you can take it. And that's what the next part of it is, right? Where Blitz isn't just dodging, doing nothing. He's actively fighting back, and they're testing themselves against each other. And developing a dynamic, developing a level of respect, right? And as they're fighting, Blitz is like actively complimenting her, appreciating her, like saying, like, you're fucking good at this shit. Right? And what's your reputation, right? Like being interested in her visibly. A good fight is a conversation, right? Like on top of whatever fight choreo. And this is one thing, like I do get annoyed with like shonen anime sometimes, because like good shonen anime knows this and does this, right? Like incorporate, like Naruto, especially in the early period of Naruto, is really, really good at remembering that a fight is also a conversation. Like the fight with Zabuza, and fuck, what's his name? Haru? The ice ninja. That is like, I think that's a masterclass in how to use a fight to tell us, Haku, yeah. Use a fight to tell a story, right? Like a fight where like, yes, we're doing cool ninja shit. There's techniques going off all over the place. We've got ice mirrors and imagery and shit like that. But where the purpose of the fight is to have the characters like bounce off each other, relate to each other, and test themselves against each other in a way that advances their character dynamics, right? Up to and including like the dynamic that the villain has with the heroes. this is also a pretty good one, like, because there is a clear flow in, like, what are the characters trying to talk about, what are they trying to tell each other, what are they pushing against each other, when and why. So I quite like that.
Who the fuck are you?
Someone with an eye for potential. Now, you want to keep working for peanuts? Or do you want to shake things?
Again, horny-ass Blitz character design that.
Peanuts? Or do you want to shake things up?
Again, the test. Right.
You're fucking weird. I'm in. So who's that Moxie guy you mentioned?
Oh, your new coworker. Yeah, you'll fucking hate him.
And good on Blitz for that one, by the way. Because that's the test, right? Like, that's the thing of, like, are you willing to put your life on the line for this, right? Not just, can you take it, but, like, are you willing to die for what you just said? And that's the thing that pushes her over the edge, right? Like, it's like, okay, shit, like, whatever he's got going on, I need to see this, right? Like, that's the thing that he's willing to die for it.
You're fucking weird. I'm in. So who's that Moxie guy you mentioned?
Right, and that established, right? Like, that he would have let her kill him. Clearly. Now there's trust.
Yeah, you'll fucking hate him.
That year I spent getting to know your ragtag team.
Oh my god, Luna, really? The pink streak girl. The pink streak when all of your blacks are tinted blue? No, honey. Profile picture alert.
Know your ragtag team and making our mark in the assassin game. It was fun.
Welcome to IMP.
Holy shit!
Sir, what is this?
This baby right here is our future, okay? So I figured we deserve an upgrade. Right? New office, new clients, new ring. Go on, check it out. What, not nice enough for you? I did the fucking best I could.
We don't deserve this.
Ah.
We're just ragtags.
Very good. Thresholds. Another nice little direction thing. Threshold, right? Like the crossing of a threshold from one state to another. Which here, presumably being Millie sort of letting go of, like, we saw the hint of that in the fight, right? Like, at the bar, it's like, imps don't work for themselves, nothing better is possible, like, this is, like, fucked up, grim, who cares, gives a shit, nothing better is possible. Blitz isn't really affected by that same pessimism. So I like that, like, the stepping into the office is a transition from, I'm just an imp, right? I'm just a nobody, I'm not really anybody real, to, oh, like, that's good direction.
What, not nice enough for you? I did the fucking best I could.
We
Again, good face animation here, right? Like the charm, sort of the joy, uncertainty, and then swap over to the other side, and then down, and like...
this. We're just Rathians.
Very good. I like that.
We're just Rathians, Blitz. Muscle. It's all we're good for. All I'm good for. It's why you hired me. Any demon good at making a buck is welcome in lust or greed, but here, demons like us ain't cut out for this.
Fuck you.
What?
Millie, I have spent too much of my time, energy, and holes into setting this up for us to...
Blitz would, right? Like, time, energy, and holes. He would really emphasize the word holes, wouldn't he?
Energy and holes into setting this up for us to entertain your bullshit. I brought you into this company for a reason, okay? You're tougher, smarter, and frankly, more capable than anyone I've ever met in any ring. And I'm more fuckable and business savvy than any succubitch alive. Looney's perfect, and Moxie's probably got some good traits too, and I'm sure we'll figure them out eventually. The point is, if we can't make it here, then no one deserves to, right? Okay, so stop killing my buzz, and come on, I want to show you my office.
Most of
I want to show you my office.
Most of my life, I bought into the idea that all I could ever be was a simple farm girl, or best, an underpaid goon. Until I met some knucklehead who never gave a fuck about what anyone else said he could or couldn't be. He made me believe he could be anything. And that made me feel like I could be anything too. He gave me so much. A career, a husband, a future. And now, he's my best friend.
You don't hate me?
Nah, never. Look, what I said
Aw,
earlier...
girl talk. Also, profile picture alert.
Look, what I said earlier...
And I do like the skull as a little synecdoche here, right? Blitz's heart, right? In some sense. Giving him back himself, as it were. I like that. Like, again, using, like, it's just good filmmaking, right? Like, using the object as a shorthand.
You've just always been so unbothered by everything. Almost bulletproof, and I guess I never realized...
Very good. That's a complicated shot, by the way. Like, characters leaning into each other like that, managing the way that, like, Blitz leans his weight on her, there has to be a little bit of a physical reaction from her, leaning back into Blitz. Managing the intimacy here. Because again, it's that thing of you want the characters to appear like they're having physical interaction, right? Like they're physically touching one another in some way. You want to have that sense of three-dimensionality, that it's not just two flat characters projected on a screen, sort of overlapping with each other, but that it's a physical interaction between them. So managing that, like with the lean, with the reaction, holding hands, touching her hair, right? Like, very, very good. Very good animation to establish the connectedness of the two of them. Like, not just emotionally, but also physically.
Almost
in the same
bulletproof, and
space.
I guess I never realized how much I depended on that. I didn't know how to react to you being reduced to Bethany. But I should have respected you like you always do for me. I'm sorry.
Better.
Much.
Good.
Now, you ready to finish this thing?
Yeah! But we still don't even know what this thing is.
Come on, Blitz. What's the only thing you know that comes to Earth and fucks with people's minds that badly?
I don't know. This is something that like an infestor demon would do. Oh.
Bingo!
So, figured it out, have you? A bit out of your depth, aren't you?
Ooh, very good. Classic. Very good horror imagery.
A bit out of your depth, aren't you, little ones?
Damn our...
If it was higher resolution, profile picture alert.
Damn our tiny fucking legs!
Oh, that's good. I like that. That's very nice. Very cool.
Tiny fucking legs!
You know my secret. I guess you gotta die like...
Speaking of Tim Curry, by the way. Toxic Love.
Gotta die like all the
Nice setup. Very good. Because we know Blitz threw it away here, we get this little shot of, like, this little moment of reaction when he's laying there. Oh, hey, look what's on the flag. Very good. Very Chekhov. Very nice. He looks like a fucking Rayman villain.
Oh, this is fun!
Love... photosensitivity warning here. Love the flash frames. Fully on some anime shit right there with, like, the expanding shockwave rings. Very good. And again, nice use of the tail to trace the arc of the motion.
Atta girl, Mel! No, that a bitch!
I like that. The twisted arms untwisting. Yeah, the physical animation on Rolando here. Very effective. Love a good smear?
You call yourselves assassins?
Ooh, very JoJo. Youch! Ooh, okay, we're getting back into the mind space thing. That's what's happening. Oh, he's diving into his head. I see. Very good. Oh, give us more trauma. Come on. And of course we have to make it horny. Of course we do.
Welcome to the show, asshole. I hear this one's a real titillator.
Okay, now I get it. Fine, I get it. Okay, that's why the fucking popcorn. Okay, fine. Yeah, all right. Backstory. You're literally Clockwork Oranging him, aren't you? Yeah. So let's see. Unable to save. Fizz unable to go get to see him because his dad is a piece of shit. Yeah, his mother's eye. I see. Physical abuse, because, yeah, that makes sense. The scene at Ozzy's. Watching the two of them love each other. Yeah. Yeah, Clockwork Oranging him. Luna, his sister, pulling away from Stolas. Being offered the stone, yeah. Seeing him walk away. Oh, hey, there sure is a lot of Stolas here. It's like pretty even split between all his other family members and stuff. Like, all of a sudden, there's a lot of Stolas. All of a sudden, it's a lot of him. Let's have it with the audio, though.
Looks like someone's trying to ruin our good time. That was a nice heart-to-heart y'all had earlier. Be a shame if you went and ruined it like you always do.
Are you okay?
Oh, hey! Possessing.
Oh, the filthy little bastard wants to help. You can't help anyone, you're just a muscle, remember? It's all you and your imp kind are good for. You said it yourself. I'm in his mind.
Very good.
His mind, bitch. I see everything. Every thought, every opinion, and boy, does he have some nasty
shit to say about you.
No! Stop!
Literally doing the fucking... And again, the versatility of Blitz's character design, right? That we can impose the physicality of Ronaldo with the lower jaw on Blitz and make it, like, recognizable without breaking the model completely.
No! Stop!
Your level of insecurity is intoxicating. I can't.
I love that, the little finger wiggle. Very good.
Your level of insecurity is intoxicating. I can't wait to see how you taste when you drive away the one person left who puts up with your bullshit.
He thinks you're a brute. Too stupid to do anything but kill. You never should have left the farm. You're nothing but a back, filthy, inbred, low-born fucking...
Again, fights are about communication, right? Like, fights are an interaction, characters testing themselves against each other. And you can see as he, like, gets deeper and deeper into, like, trying to play with Millie's insecurities, that he becomes less and less effective at actually hurting her because, of course, she realizes what's going on, right?
You done?
Excuse me? Nobody cares about you or what you want. They're too caught up in their own misery to even remember you exist.
Now look here, comb over. You may think you know everything, but you miss two. One, your words don't mean shit to me. And two, Blitz can handle this. So buckle up, Buttercup.
Good work, Mills. Oh, fuck! It's me!
Oh, shit. Sorry. Good to have you back, boss.
You little ass plugs are done for. You're dead, Bethany.
Well, that's where you're wrong. I ain't Bethany, ghost fucker. Tonight, I'm Blitz Demon Dicker!
I see flash frames. Sorry, again, photosensitivity. Ooh. Very good.
And that's how you get ghost fucked!
Let's go home.
Yeah, fuck hotels.
Ah, well. Like I said, I was kind of hoping they'd leave it ambiguous as to what was real or what wasn't, but hey, in the service of a good fight scene.
So I'm your best friend, huh?
What do you think?
I think... I've never had a real friend that I didn't want to fuck.
That mean you're not gonna try to be our third anymore?
No. Not anymore.
The bird got to you that bad, huh?
I guess.
So, you gonna keep stalking us all the time?
Well, your husband is still a little fuckable.
Yeah,
He is.
I hope he's doing okay.
Okay, we're gonna cut back to... So they didn't get to be the B plot because the A plot was taken up by all of this. That's the thing, right? First of all, that's not... Yeah. Like, it's that thing we saw with Blitz in the relationship with Stolas, right? Like, where he didn't see himself as anything other than a fuck toy, right? Like, as anything other than that. Like, this can't be anything other than that, because that's all I'm good for, right? Which is why that's the relationship he kept trying to reassert. Is one, like, all I have to offer is dick, so this is what it... I need this relationship back very badly for reasons I don't quite understand, so aggressively going to try and make it sexual, right? Because his conception of himself is that's all he's good for, right? Like, that's all I can offer in a friendship, right, as such. Which, again, is not uncommon. Like, I don't want to speak too much out of turn, but I do know that, like, for people with certain kinds of trauma, for people with certain kinds of, like even PTSD, like some of it can result like specifically in hypersexuality, as a means to approach intimacy, as a means to approach, in a way that's not always healthy, right? Like, not in a sense because like, oh, having sex is bad or whatever, because it can't be part of a healthy relationship, but because it's being used in the same way as like I talked about, like food, calories, video games. It's being used as a thing to paper over something else, right? That's not uncommon in people with like certain kinds of severe trauma.
That mean you're not gonna try?
That is like, but please do not take that to mean that like, if someone is hypersexual, that's only because of trauma. No, that's not what it is. Or if someone is like very promiscuous or highly sexual, that's because that only happens because they're broken inside. No, absolutely not. None of that, please.
Try to be our third anymore?
No. Not anymore.
The bird got to you that bad, huh?
I guess.
So, you gonna keep stalking us all the time?
Well, your husband is still a little fuckable.
Yeah,
He is.
I hope he's doing okay.
Cut back to the office being on fire and like Moxie burning it down, trying to find a financial loophole. No? Okay.
I did it. I finally figured it out.
You forgot to carry the 2 there.
Oh, right. Well, I call that a little bit, yeah.
Now, back to...
You forgot to carry the 2. You know.
Now, back to Ghost Fuckers. The musical!
Very good. Very good. Of course he would. I was hoping there was going to be an A-B plot where like Moxie and Luna had their own shit to work out in the meantime. But hey, I'll take it. It's something. The literal soft focus with the pink around the edges. Oh, come on.
Now, back to Ghost Fuckers. The musical!
Bethany, this is it.
Oh, they actually did the... Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fuck a ghost. My spirit box is humming hot.
Oh my fucking god. I mean, you can see the influence that the Has-Been Hotel has had there, right? Like that... Okay, who the fuck is voicing Bethany? It's gonna be fucking someone. It's gonna be some. We're gonna spend some time on IMDb for this one.
My spirit box is humming hot, dripping down my thigh. The portal gapes, my body aches. Come on, ghost, give me a try.
Stephanie, the spectrometer's going crazy.
It's even like the piano sting, like the staccato piano chords and like fucking I Want song bullshit. Oh my god.
This ghost has huge dentic energy.
Hot. You
Oh, it fucking was John Waters? How the fuck did they get John Waters? I was like, no, I thought I was here. Like I said, like this could be someone who was played by Tim Curry, it could be someone who's played by Vincent Price. And I was sitting here like, I thought they got an actor who was just kind of doing a sort of like John Waters-esque thing. Now I'm feeling kind of stupid because, like, that was the reference in the character design. Like, the character design is explicitly doing the fucking John Waters reference. And I was just like, I couldn't conceive of that even being a possibility. How the fuck did they get John Waters? How the fuck? Yeah, who's in charge of casting at Spin? Who? What? I mean, I guess the fucking Has-Been Hotel and, like, the Amazon money and, like, there's definitely connections you get there. But how, like, first of all, how the fuck do you get a hold of John Waters? Second of all, how the fuck do you explain Helluva Boss to him? And third, how do you get him to do it, right? It's not... I'm not surprised that John Waters would, once he knows what the show is. Like, once you somehow manage to explain to him what the fuck this thing is. This feels like something John Waters would find very charming, actually. But how the fuck do you get that to him? Like, cause yeah, like the tasteless, like this is absolutely like not like, I mean, if anyone here has watched John Waters movies, you know that, like, yeah, people talk about like, oh, Helluva Boss and the Has-Been Hotel, they say fuck all the time, oh, edgy. If you watch John Waters movies, you know that like, it goes a little further than that. John Waters' filmography is a very important part of like a very important cultural artifact. It's something that is enlightening to watch. Also, be careful before you, like, being conscious of what you're walking into, because it's not, like, nowadays we sort of know John Waters as a sort of campy bad, like, the campy avatar of, like, performative bad taste, like, sort of, like, a queer icon, tastemaker kind of thing. His movies go further than you think they do. They go further than you think they do. By a lot. Like, some of his later work, like, he has done more commercial sort of work, but if you're gonna watch, like the deep John Waters filmography, the movies that made him, like, an icon, don't eat dinner immediately before you watch them.
You can take me from beyond. Let me taste your ectoplasm.
Oh, Jinx Monsoon is back. Cool. The Igor and the Patriot. Monica Franco, I remember. Jack Plotnik. Okay, let's imdb.com. Some of these I've searched for before and I've just forgotten. Guys, again, you're gonna pin that on my ADHD. It really genuinely does make me very bad at names. Right, it's Charlie, for fuck's sake. It's Charlie, that's who it is. And Lyle Rath was out of... Yeah, he was the guy out of Smiling Friends, and yeah. Oh, Digital Circus also. Let's see. Jack Plotnick. Class Act, You Broke the News, The Rookie. Reno 911. Oh, a spy movie, really? Wow. It's Always Sunny, he was on. The Sex Lives of College Girls? That's a name for a thing. Okay. Side Hustle, Call Me Cat. Oh, that's a pretty substantial TV career. What the fuck? Holy shit, he's been in a lot of shit since 1994, too. Seinfeld. Weird Al Show? Ooh, that's a good thing to have in your team. He was Deputy Mayor Alan Finch on Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Dawson's Creek? That's a fucking career actor right there. Yeah, lots of secondary characters. Played Moses. Okay. 2.5 Men. Yeah, lots of bit parts, single appearances. Like, that's a fucking working actor's resume, this. Mentalist. I used to watch The Mentalist. He was on Glee. My. That's a working motherfucking actor. That's an actor who is doing work. Holy shit. That's impressive. 139 acting credits. Damn. I'm just like genuinely impressed by this fucking guy's filmography. Oh, Don Daryl Rivera is the guy who was also, yeah, right, like he's the one who's doing WALL-E and yeah. But he's also done Travis and like short. I see. Again, probably Google him before, but it's I need to do this like 10 or 15 times before the names actually stick in my memory.
I want the dick that no one gets. Make me poltergasm. I'm ready. I wanna fuck a ghost.
She's ready.
Now I kind of regret burning the subtitles into the video file because they, over some of the. Still, I do want to linger on the animators because, like,
She wants to fuck a ghost.
We're ghost fuckers. We love fucking ghosts. Yeah, we're ghost fuckers. They're really dead, and we're really horny.
what a thing! What a thing to make her sing.
No silly laws of God or man can keep us.
Glitter Ronin. That's pretty good.
From our sexy plan to something of a spectral slut. We can't wait to ghost bust tonight.
I want to read Moxie's blog post about Ghost Fuckers the musical. Do the YouTube video, Moxie. Come on. Like, let's collab. Very Very good.
Oh my god, that was way too cold. I totally regret it. But hot.
Right at the high note. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, she fucked a ghost.
For fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. Genuinely quite curious about Rita. Kind of wish we'd seen a little bit more of her. Like, figuring out who she was in life and all that. Like, I kind of want to see what she looked like before she died. And why she might have turned into a cat creature. I guess she was a cat lady.
Timur, I didn't think it was... How?
Interesting. Oh, look, someone whose job it is to listen to you.
What's going on?
Okay. From...
No, thank you, 4K downloader. I don't really need an update right now.
Told you.
Oh, okay. Yesterday, I was killed by the evil ghost haunting a spooky hotel.
Little things, like these very well-animated spooky ghost faces in the background. Because it's one thing just to make them appear, right? It's another to frame by frame actually animate them so that they're like reaching into the screen and sort of spooking up the scene. Very nice. I will say, it's also nice that we got some actual fucking Millie here. That it's not just Blitz coping, but we get like some insight into their relationship. And some insight into like why Millie is here and what she even gets out of any of this, right? And that the relationship, like, that Millie here isn't tied to Moxie, right? That Moxie's, like, sort of barely even a character in her backstory here. That's nice. I like that. Sort of detaching her from him for the purposes of this. Also, fucking Scooby-Doo.
How dare you hurt my Herbie? I mean, Yumi! I mean, fuck! I got longing and desire. My heart burns with forbidden fire for a spooky kind of love. Nobody tries to understand it, but I can feel my soul demanding a spooky kind of love. And I don't care what they say about me. I don't care. I just gotta be free.
Because, like, they even do copy... Like, they don't 100% copy the Hanna-Barbera animation style for this, because Hanna-Barbera would not fully animate a run cycle like that. But they do it a little bit for, like, the group of people chasing. Naruto running in socks and sandals. Very good. So part of the point of the doors gag, right? Like, part of the reason why the doors gag was invented is because it allows you to hold on a single frame of background and just sort of play a single run cycle, like 20, 30 times in different configurations going left to right across the screen, like over and over and over and over again. And you can mine comedy just from the order of who's chasing who at what time, right? It's a very budget efficient way to have a chase scene technically, but without having to animate characters chasing each other through different environments, or like having to animate them like running in more than like a simple run cycle that can be mirrored left to right kind of thing. Like it's a thing that emerges out of budget constraints at Hanna-Barbera, right? Like at the extreme budget cuts and limited animation that Hanna-Barbera used to do in order to like produce as many cartoons as they did, and be as, for a time at least, financially successful as they were. And so one thing I note, for example, is as this tray thing, this cart is moving across the room, you see how the perspective actually changes? So it's not just like a static run cycle kind of thing. Like they actually did reanimate the cart so that it matches the perspective of the room, which is a little thing that like Hanna-Barbera wouldn't, right? Like Hanna-Barbera probably wouldn't have gone to the expense and bother of doing that for something which is only this big in frame. And most people wouldn't even notice anyway, right? Like that the perspective on the cart as it moves across the screen is actually correct. What are you gonna do with that woman, Blitz? Ah, Chekhov. Very good. Setting it up.
Wow, nice.
It's very good. And again, genuinely, like, because it is one of my criticisms of the show sometimes that, like, it practices that emotional whiplash almost kind of gleefully, right? That it'll swap from like dick and cum jokes directly into like severe emotional trauma, like on a snap of the fingers, like this turn on a dime to do that. Sometimes I do feel like it undercuts what the show is trying to do. So I do like we get this more gradual, considered, slow transition from, you know, Scooby-Doo silly nonsense to, oh, hey, let's do some trauma, right? Let's do some actual horror here a little bit. Because that way you can still have the two tones, right? Like, you can still have the extreme, goofy, silly, cartoony nonsense tone. Each dead Millie refers to a season 1 episode. Yeah, like, that's the thing I'm thinking, is like, the thing I'm wondering about is like, why specifically those references here? Like, how much to read into that, if anything? Ah, well. So I'm wondering about the eye. Again, this is this thing of like how much to read into it. Because eyes are a thing, right? In Helluva has been Hotel as well, but eyes are kind of a fixation that this whole series returns to over and over again as like a decorative element in the show. Let's see, where's Rita? Like Rita's handbag. The carpet at the hotel. Also a fixation in the angels. Yeah, like eyes are like a constant fixation in the show. And the thing I'm just sitting here thinking through, like, the array of meanings that are available to eyes as like a semiotic signifier, and which ones apply where and how to think about them in the context. Because, like, it's that eternal thing, right? Like with Has Been Hotel, with Helluva Boss. How much of it is meaningful? How much of it is the specific aesthetic fixations of Vivienne Medrano specifically, right? Like, how much of it is this aesthetic fixations of, like, the person who set the aesthetic for the show? Because, like, that's the thing with Has Been Hotel, right? A lot of the character design, especially in Has Been Hotel, is 50-50 on how much of it is supposed to be specific, meaningful character storytelling and how much of it is supposed to be is just, like, this is the stuff that Vivienne Medrano really likes to put in characters. This is the stuff that like, visually appeals to her, that sings to her soul. And I'm thinking about that with the eyes as well, because the eyes do seem... Because I can read it both ways. I can read it that the eyes are supposed to be a very specific central aesthetic element of Helluva Boss and of Has Been Hotel, and that they're meant to mean something semiotically in that respect. I could also read it as this is just a fixation, like this is a tick, essentially, something that Medrano arrives at over and over again in her art direction, but which isn't necessarily invested with specific narrative meaning specific to all of the characters. Like Tim Burton inspired. Well, that's not really... Yeah, I mean, Tim Burton partly... It's like I'm trying to think through, like, how much I want to ascribe to the eyes as a visual signifier in the show. Because, like, eyes are sight, they're vision, they're the ability to, like, they're both the ability to see reality, but also the ability to see beyond reality. Think about third eyes, for example. Bloodborne famously uses them as the signifier for insight, right? Like, the ability to see beyond the veil. Eyes can also be the evil eye, right? Like, the eye can also be a curse. That's a very, like, that's one of the, like, major things, especially when it comes to, like, a single eye staring at you like that. That's a curse. Like, that's usually signifying the evil eye. That's usually signifying some kind of curse. Some kind of grudge that is peering at you. Often signify, like, it could be jealousy, could be the antipathy of other people, could also be, like, the baleful and negative attention of evil itself, or of demonic forces, the devil. Like, the evil eye is, like, a near universal signifier of that kind of, like, unpleasant, negative supernatural attention. Guilt, yeah, as a dog points out in chat, like, guilt is absolutely one of them. And certainly in the context of, like, Has Been Hotel, the fact that eyes are so associated with heaven, right? Like, that ties in quite nicely to the idea that heaven is always watching, heaven is always judging, right? As a part of the visual design of heaven in that particular show. Here, like, the eye specifically, like, that seems to be, like, as it's presented here in Blitz's own point of view, is, like, tied to the death of his mother, right? Tied to a curse. Tied to his, you know... to the ontological evil that dwells within him, right? And seem to have a visual connection specifically with the pendant as well. So like I'm thinking through, like, because like eyes, because like again, the presence of eyes on the like hotel carpet right here, visually that could also just signify that like the infestor demon sees everything, knows everything that's going on, right? Like that in the hotel they are constantly being observed by someone or something, which is him, right? So it's that thing of like, do the eyes have a single meaning? Like, are they a single consistent symbol of one thing? Are they a malleable symbol that is used for like multiple different purposes? Are they specifically tied to one character? Like, because Blitz is like the central character of quite a lot of the show, right? Is it specifically tied to him? Like that this is sort of part of his perception of the world in that sense? Yeah, I'm wondering. I don't know that I have a strong read on it yet. That's the kind of thing I would love to interview Vivian Medrano about, right? Like I'd love to chat to the visual developers, to the writers, like about that, what the balance is from her perspective, right? Like what the balance is that she herself injects into her work of highly intentional versus that which is simply, this is something which I just intuitively feel looks good or looks cool. I would give so much money if I could see you interview Vivian Medrano. I mean, I could try. I do have a reasonably sized YouTube channel. It's not impossible, but it's not something I have plans to do anytime soon. They better not bring back Ronaldo in some dumb way. I mean, they got John Waters once. I don't know that they could, like, bring him back as a frequently recurring character. I also don't think, like, as a character, I don't think Ronaldo there is suited to be more than a one-time villain. I don't think he's really suited to be a recurring villain in that sense. Like, specifically because as a villain here, the way he's used is very specifically as someone who interacts with, like, Blitz's inner turmoil, right? And that's the kind of move, you can't really pull that 5 or 6 times in a row. It loses impact very, very quickly. It's something that's very, very impactful once, but trying to pull that same trick again wouldn't really work. And the same thing, like, if he did the same trick, right? Like, if he did the same manipulating a person with their insecurities to every character in the cast, that would get tiresome and tedious really quickly, because it's much more interesting for each cast member to have their own way to explore through the, like, psychological turmoil that they've got going on. So, like, I wouldn't want to see him specifically brought back as a recurring villain. I don't think that would really add very much. I think he works a lot better as, like, a singular. There is, like, and also as a thing, right? Here it's eeny, meeny, miny, mo, right? Like, he's making a decision, whose brain is he going to jump into? Here's a prompt for an interesting fan fiction. What if he jumped into Millie's head instead? That's something to think about. I like that that's left open, right? What would he have seen in there? And what would his possession of Blitz, he says all kinds of horrible things to Millie based on what Blitz knows of her. What would his possession of Millie have allowed him to say about Blitz, right? Like, how would he have tried to hurt Blitz emotionally from inside Millie's mind? Interesting question for a fanfiction. And I think it's better if that question doesn't get answered officially. I think it's better if that remains an unanswered question, right? Much in the same way I said, like, I was kind of hoping that they would leave it ambiguous. Whether it was real or a ghost. And by the way, hey, look, that looks like an eye again. Oh, hey, funny that. I I was kind of hoping they'd leave it ambiguous whether or not it's a supernatural ghost or whatever. Much in the same way, I think it's better if we don't know, but that's left to imagination. So they're gonna bring back Blitz's dad at some point, right? Like, much in the same way Moxie got a dad episode. At some point, Blitz is gonna get to kill the guy, right? Or come to terms with him. Either or, could be the same thing, really. And yeah, it was always implied, but it's nice to have the confirmation that, like, Cash was the one specifically keeping him apart. Or keeping them apart, like preventing him from seeing him at the hospital and, like, ruining one of his most important relationships for years and years. Because, yeah, like, parental abuse will do that. That's a known effect of it, is to isolate you from anyone who can help you deal with an abusive parent. Which is another thing, right? Like that at the end of this episode, Blitz is at a point where he's like, I'm going to stop trying to, like, be their third, right? Like, I'm going to stop trying to insert myself into the middle of their marriage. Because, like, that was always, like, a funny comedy bit. Ha, ha, ha. Blitz is, like, stalking Moxie and Millie, and he's always involving himself, and he's, like... It's one of the things that ruined his date with Stolas in the Aussies episode. But that specifically he has this fixation with their happy marriage, that they get to be happy together, that he's like, that they're kind of an emotional outlet, like a stress ball for his own emotional insecurities, that, like, if I can just protect this thing, both a desire to protect it and nurture it, but also this self-destructive impulse to insert himself into it, to try and grab some of that love, some of that emotional certainty and, like, affirmation, because he desperately needs it from fucking somewhere, right? And it's nice to see that the show sort of takes that seriously, that's not just a funny haha Blitz is a horrible boss, but all, like, and a shitty person, jokey joke haha, but it's like, oh no, that's actually an expression of, like, his, like, sort of deep sublimated need for connection, right? This is why the Stolas break up. Like, this is why the Stolas breakup hurt him so badly, is because, like, he has a desperate envy, right? Both a jealousy, but also, like, an earnest need for this in his life, right? Like, he really badly wants someone to love him the way that the two of them love each other. So, like, the idea that, like, maybe I could have had that with Stolas if I hadn't fucked it all up, right? Like, if I hadn't sabotaged it, if I hadn't destroyed it myself. Yeah, no, that makes sense that will be something that, like, that's one of the things that plays on repeat in his personal highlight reel of fuck-ups. Which, like, yeah, Blitz, like, everyone gets this every time they try and sleep at night, right? Like we all sort of get trapped in a theater of our mind that plays back all our worst mistakes and most horrible traumas from our lives. That's normal, right? That everyone does that. That's a thing everyone has happened to them all the time. I'm sure that's not a problem. That's just normal human experience. Don't worry about it. The fucking Clockwork Orange reference too. This also demonstrates that Blitz knows that he was rejecting the affection there. Oh, hey, eyes on his gloves as well. Who would have known? Like, that Blitz kind of understood what it was he was doing when he rejected Stolas' touch in that moment. Maybe didn't admit it to himself, but he understood it. Yeah. It's also effective use of horror imagery, I think. Right? Because, like, in Truth Seekers, like, when we got inside Blitz's mind space, right? Let me see if I can fucking find... It was because he was drugged, right? Like, it was... He got drugged out of his mind, and then we have, like, funny, haha, psychedelic, right? It's like... It was sort of... It was coded in, like, the language of drugs and, like, psychedelic... being like stoned out of your mind kind of thing. As they return to reality, they're both sitting in the chair, like drooling, like, oh. This takes like a different route on it, and like actively uses horror imagery as an entry into the psychology of the character, which I prefer. Like, I prefer that over just like we pumped them full of drugs and then they had a weird like psycho trip. As a way to approach like a character's uncertainties and insecurities, I think narratively that's more satisfying. It feels like less of a cop-out than pumping the characters full of drugs in order to get access to their subconscious. It's like, no, like, this is... We're literalizing their internal pain and suffering by externalizing it as a ghost, as a demon, as a... You know. That feels more narratively earned. I also just have a preference for ghost stories, like, I think that's a good way to use horror as a aesthetic and as a genre, as a way to poke into the parts of a person's mind that they don't want to face and they don't want to feel. Like, horror is a good place to go for that. And a very effective place.
Mama, I was having the worst dream.
This isn't a dream. This is your life. And it always will be.
No, Mom, I'm sorry! Mom, please, I'm sorry!
Blitz? Blitz!
Let me just get to the... Here. I genuinely think this might be my favorite shot from this episode. Like, as a piece of animation. Like, this quiet intimacy, right? And closeness. Like, no eye contact, but emotional contact between the characters, just expressed as a physical act of leaning into one another. Oh, hang on. As a physical act of being part of one another's, like, space and being at peace with each other, seeking comfort in each other. I really like this as a bit of animated performance. Like, the exhaustion of it as well is good. Yeah, that's really good. Like, that feels very... I won't say grounded or realistic, but it feels grounded in something that's, like, emotionally real. It's like, I think everyone in their lives needs someone that they can sit on a bed and be exhausted and just lean on and pour their emotions out with. I think that's very healthy to have. It's called A Best Friend. Oh, hey, that's what the scene is about. Hey, that's very good. But yeah, like, I genuinely think that, like, there's a lot of great, like, Sakuga is happening in this episode as usual, right? But I think this shot might be my favorite bit of animated performance. So whoever, like, was the lead on this, fucking good job. Because it feels vulnerable, it feels intimate, it feels like mutual exhaustion sort of being let out and diffused by closeness, like by deliberate physical and emotional closeness. Also, I suspect some lesbians are having some feelings about Millie's character design here. It's like the fucking muscle tee, the focus on her shoulders and arms. Yeah, no, like I said, like there's bits of the character design here, like Blitz in the fucking leather jacket. It's one of those things in character design, right? Like where it's like it's not horny in the way that a big titty anime waifu is horny. It's horny in the way that like someone's gonna look at that and make it like the primary aesthetic fixation of their mind for a week. Have really complicated thoughts about like what it would look like if the jacket came off a little bit more. Which is the thing, like, that's again something I complain about incessantly, right? It's like when sex and sexuality and the erotic is used in character design is often used in really boring, shallow ways, where it's not really engaging with... It's not engaging with what would activate someone's erotic imagination. It's just engaging with, like... Well, like, show some tits, or, like put some, like, desirable parts on display and sexualize them explicitly, and then, like, that's the same thing. Where, like, oftentimes there is a horniness in Helluva Boss's character design that reaches into something a little bit more, like, something less obvious, but still effective, right? Something that touches on, like, different part, like, where it's not sexualized erotic, but it's erotic, or it's horny in a way that doesn't necessarily derive from direct sexualization. Which, like, I like that. That's interesting. And it's a more complicated thing to nail, right? Like, it's a more complicated thing to deal with. And I wish that character designers, like, more often were sort of able to do that without having to sneak it under the radar. I'm thinking, like, I keep in my head, there's a tweet that comes back to me from the fucking official Overwatch account, where they were promoting the new Kiriko skin, and they were literally fucking, it was like a video of the camera, like, just, like, circling around her feet, and the tweet was like, oh, this skin has got grippers, like, very explicitly trying to pander to foot fetishism, but it's like, but it wasn't actually pandering to foot fetishists, is the fucking funny thing. Because if you actually know what the erotic components of, like, foot fetish artwork is, and, like, back in my commissioning days, I used to do some of that art occasionally, right? Like, I got very detailed feedback from some commissioners about what it was that they wanted to see from those things. And it's so clear from the way that the fucking Overwatch thing was done, is like, they don't know what it is that captures people's erotic imagination about feet, right? Like, they don't know why someone would be horny for it. They just know that it's like a meme that some people get horny for it. So it's like, put foot on screen, therefore sexy? Question mark? For the meme, right? And it's like, if you are gonna do that, like, if you're gonna make a fucking foot fetish skin, artistically, it would be much more interesting if you actually try to engage with what it is and why it is people find feet erotically fascinating at all, right? Because, like, I don't have that fixation, right? Like, I don't feel it. Like, I see a foot and it's like, like, there might as well be a fucking brick on the ground. It has no erotic fascination for me at all. But, like, I understand the things that the erotic imagination of people with an actual foot fetish fixate on. Like, the way that they care about, like, curling of toes, like, the wrinkling of skin, an emphasis on, like, the dimensionality and the volume of the foot that just doesn't really exist in art that isn't specifically meant to eroticize the body part. It's like, that would be much more interesting if you had the balls to fucking go there. Like, it does insult me a little bit. I think it is a little bit insulting, that thing of like, oh, we're gonna pander to foot kink, ha ha ha, how funny, blah, isn't that silly, memes, please come back, please, the game's dying, we need you. Like, I find it insulting. Like, it's an insulting thing to do to your player base, to just sort of use that as like a shallow grab at a thing. Like, because if you actually want to engage with it artistically, like, fucking hell, like, I would give Overwatch kudos for that bravery to actually fucking do it on purpose, rather than this sort of, like, ironic distance, cowardly corporate, like, foot fetish, money, please? Like, come on, like, fucking, if you're gonna do it, engage with it. Like, if you're gonna do it, fucking do it for real. None of this pussyfooting around, like, it annoys me, right? Because, like, I used to do, like, not exclusively, like, porn art, but, like, as a commission artist, I have done lots of safe for work stuff. I've done plenty of not safe for work stuff. And one of the things, like, when, like, there's a breed of artist on the internet who is like, uh-oh, I'm not making enough money for my commissions, I guess I better draw furry porn, ha ha ha, as this thing of, like, oh, I guess I'll debase myself in order, like, to grift money off of this stupid audience of idiots who will pay money for anything, kind of thing. As, like, if you have that attitude, if you're gonna be that fucking insulting, like, not only is the art you draw for this purpose gonna suck, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be artistically dead. But, like, what kind of customer do you think you're gonna get, man? Like, what kind of clientele do you think you're gonna attract if that's your attitude? You're gonna attract the worst motherfuckers on the face of the earth, like the most unreasonable, unpleasant, asshole clients you could possibly have, and you're gonna deserve it, because, like, you came at this from this position of sneering superiority. So, like, yeah, like, you get the clients you deserve, motherfucker. If you're gonna do it, like, if you're gonna engage with these things, these aesthetics, like, you should have the bravery, you should have the spine, you should have the fucking balls to do it with a level, like, at least with curiosity. At least from a point of curiosity, like, okay, I don't get this. Let me try and figure it out. Like, let me try and see if I can approach what it is in some way that, like, that grants me a greater understanding of the human condition. Anyway, I went off on a thing there. How the fuck did we get here? Right, character design. I like that there is an element of, like, horniness to the character design sometimes that isn't just, oh, hey, here's some tits, right? Like, where it's more of a, it's playing more with, like, some aesthetic fixations and interests that aren't just surface level and middle of the road. I think that's where it was. Because, like, the same way, like, the fucking poor Striker, who, like, I absolutely agree with people who are headcanoning Striker as, like, Arrow Ace, and who has no idea who doesn't understand how horny, so much of his behavior comes across. But, like, there is clearly a deep erotic appreciation for Striker as a character in a lot of the shots that he's animated with, right? And I like that. Like, I like that it has the bravery to do that earnestly and honestly, right? Without making a joke out of it, right? Without sneering at it, without being superior with it. But anyway, yeah, like, funny meme Overwatch account, like, but you just, like, you demonstrated a real deadness of soul there, is my point. Anyway. Why does it always have to be a sex thing? I'll push back on you there a little bit. Eroticism and sex are not the same thing. Eroticism and sexuality aren't even necessarily the same thing. There's overlap, obviously. Oh, right, it was a Stryker quote. Right, I forgot. Sorry. People still use Stryker in reaction just as a reaction image to sexy fan art. Yeah, that's annoying. It's like, I'm aromantic. I completely understand being fucking tired of everything. Like, yeah, no, I also get tired of, like, every relationship where someone's close to another has to end up as, like, a fucking romantic thing. I get it. But, like, I think it is petulant to sort of turn that around and be like, oh, there's something wrong with everyone else that they're so fixated on this. Like, no, like, if my aromanticism is a valid part of the human condition, then so is being romantic, right? Like, you have to recognize that about the world, right? Like, that we have to make space for each other. And it's a thing of, like, aromantic people, ace people don't get the space that they deserve. Absolutely not. Especially, like, there are especially queer spaces that could do with being capable of making more room for the aces in their environment, just saying. But there are, like, I have also met aspect people who sort of turn it into a thing of, like, everyone else is gooners and they're too horny and it's a moral failing in them, right? Like, it's gross and it's disgusting and, like, it's a problem in them. It's like, no. If it's normal to be like us, then it's also normal to be like them. Like, calm the fuck down. Anyway. That is off the topic of what the fuck this episode was anyway. Fucking John Waters. They fucking got John Waters for this. I cannot believe they got John Waters for this. And on the other hand, it also completely makes sense. It also completely makes sense. Yeah, of course he would. Of course he would. Once he knows what Helluva Boss is, of course he would. Anyway, I think I've run out of things to say about this episode. No, I haven't. I haven't run out of things to say about this episode. I could sit here for another 4 hours, I'm sure. But we've all got lives to get back to. So I think I'm going to cut it here. Yeah. Bye.